His name is what? I just can't get rid of it, you know? It's like those, those zits that won't get popped, and you can't pop as much as you try to squeeze. It just won't pop.
It just makes it worse.
Yeah. But calling it Peter, how dare you?
Horrible.
Which is interesting. And for those of us still joining us right now, you might have just heard the voice of Mr. Carlos Cruz, a relation of mine, per se.
It'll take you a while to differentiate between our voices because it's exactly the same.
Pretty much the same voice.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good. That was good. I like that.
Yeah. So you had to be called Norm.
Yeah.
As much as possible.
In any show.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
There's people like that in the world, man. People that actually function like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Drew Carey's one of them.
You think so?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Me, Drew Carey show.
Drew, and everything. He pretty much.
See, I always find that type of TV weird.
Yeah.
Where like it's like the Drew Carey show, but he was I think that one he had his actual name.
Yeah.
But like Andy Griffith, he was Andy Taylor in the show.
But it was Andy Griffith's show.
But it was the Andy Griffith show.
Huh.
And like Norm, like the Norm show, his name was Norm, but it probably wasn't McDonald.
Yeah.
Like the character.
Okay.
I always thought that was weird.
Yeah. I didn't know.
I didn't know that. I always refer to him as Andy Griffin.
Yeah, Andy Griffith. I didn't know Andy Taylor.
Yeah.
That's
That's the name. That's the name of the show.
So it's
So
Opie
they're the
Taylor?
Taylors?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Opie Taylor, yeah.
B Taylor?
Yeah, and B.
Taylor?
Probably. I don't know.
Are they related to Tim Taylor?
Yeah.
Possibly. What if that's his like grandparent? Like it's
See,
Opie is like Tim's dad.
grandfather,
Grandfather?
possibly.
Yeah.
You think so?
Because that show was like in the 50s or the
50s,
40s,
60s.
or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because what's his face? Gomer went to fucking World War II, right?
There's a spin-off show with Gomer Pyle.
I remember.
Yeah.
And I just found out Gomer Pyle, gay.
Super gay.
Yeah.
Oh, super gay.
And
Did not know that.
And he had a voice of an angel.
Yeah.
The voice
of an angel. Huh? Yeah. He talked like this, but when he sang like this.
And that's actually how he got, I forgot what show
Uh-huh.
was, the Andy Griffith Show.
Is that how he got it?
he was supposed to just be a one-off character, but then he belted out some tunes, and they're like, "Oh, we're keeping him. This is a great bit."
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it was that era where like you were a celebrity if you knew how to sing and dance and follow
If
the
you had
horse.
talent.
Yeah.
If you're an entertainer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're an entertainer, you could do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's understandable. You don't have to be a piece of shit to fucking be famous.
No,
back then.
no.
You
I
actually
mean,
had to-
probably still were.
No, Gomer Pyle's a shit, though.
Oh, yeah.
He was one of the squares in Hollywood Squares for
Yeah,
a long
for a
time.
long time.
Yeah. And he was like the best. He was always like,
He would show up on random like TV shows, like as not as Gomer Pyle, but he would just show up like guest starring.
as like the dimwit,
Yeah,
because that's
It's
what
funny.
he played. Yeah, that's what he played well. Played his type. But he was really smart and he was really, really talented. That's one thing I want to get through.
He's just kind of goofy looking.
Yeah, aren't we all? All the real talented ones are.
Oh, there you go.
See what I did there?
I saw. Yeah.
People in the radio land, podcast land didn't see that, but
It was very sly, very discreet.
I just pat my own back with my own hand.
There you
it was
go.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah. Give yourself ones in once in a while. Yeah. So how you liking it so far, Charlie? We're like 5 minutes in.
I thought we were like half an hour in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
I wanted to ask Rudy that last week because this whole thing is, like, this whole month is we're bringing in like people who haven't been on the podcast.
Okay.
So you've never been on the podcast?
No,
Okay, so this is your first time being on the podcast.
it is.
All right. And you know how I got him here?
No.
Like half an hour before I had to come here, I was like, when I
Literally
told
half
you,
an hour.
yeah, half an hour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I need you to help me with something at the store.
Yeah. Like,
And then-
are you doing anything? Are you busy? I'm like, no. Like, do you want to help me with the store? I'm like, yeah, sure.
Horrible.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'll get to see the new show in the store, the 2-year-old new store that I haven't been to. And I was like, cool, maybe I'm just going to hang out, sit down,
Yeah.
chill, maybe watch the store while they do something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of.
Kind
Well, last week the whole thing was like his interview was scared for like a week straight. Like, think, oh, what am I gonna do? What am I? He was
He was nervous.
nervous. Yeah, nervous.
He
So
thought-
you decided to spare me that anxiety
And just give it to you.
spring it
Not
on
even-
me.
Oh, one
About
shot.
2 minutes as you're unpacking your podcast gear. Just I was like, oh, by the way,
By the way,
No,
Yeah.
you didn't even tell me.
No, I
it's like,
told
because
Yeah.
I was just here. Peter was here. And you're like, because he's on the podcast. I'm like, excuse me, what?
Excuse me, what?
I beg pardon.
Yeah.
And it didn't even register. I'm like, huh. And I start walking around, go past the ghost store, and as soon as I go outside, I'm like, run.
Yeah. But there's no way to run.
There was no way to
No,
run.
there's
I
no-
couldn't. There was no
no.
escape.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
You could do it, flush yourself down the toilet, but it's gonna take a while.
I'll take the TARDIS. It's right there in the bathroom.
It is in the bathroom.
It's in the bathroom.
Yeah.
No, that's where we put it.
So that's the one thing. When we moved here, it almost gave me the excuse to buy,
Or
a 1-for-1 replica cardboard TARDIS.
I mean, where is it?
I didn't get it because by the time I tried to get it, it was already sold out.
it's a 1-to-1, so it's the actual size.
Actual size
Where do you think that shit was gonna go?
in the middle.
See?
I can't win.
Where else would it be?
Where else would it go? Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as you walk in, bam, right in the middle,
Right in the
right
fucking
there.
middle, yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like, you can't put it somewhere where it will be nicely tucked away or
Yeah.
neatly organized. No, it's got to be like, what's that doing there?
Yeah. And it's cardboard, so we'll be able to move it and trip people out, right? People are
Yeah.
like, oh, it moved.
Which is one thing about Doctor Who
Uh-huh.
that I'm like, no one saw that?
No.
Yeah.
So it's completely just like,
Yeah.
Mhm. Good job.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why-
no, yeah.
That's why he hangs out in England a lot because they're all over the place.
they're just all over the place.
Yeah.
No one notices them.
Yeah.
Not even that it's blue.
yeah.
Nope. Makes it. See, it would have been cool. Like the one I was thinking of, we put it against the door, so when people come in, they look like they're coming out of the TARDIS into the comic shop.
See,
Yeah.
that'd be neat.
Yeah.
See, right?
And
Yeah.
it's bigger than the inside.
It's bigger than the inside.
That was the idea. You know, we have those windows around the door.
yeah.
I had an idea of painting
The
a
TARDIS.
TARDIS around the door.
I mean, you still can.
We still can, yeah.
You still, and I at least have like the side panels, maybe
Mhm.
just a
Coming
little bit.
out.
Yeah.
Coming out. As they're coming in.
Yeah.
You- That way people be like, oh, I just came out of the TARDIS at this comic shop. And I, ooh, yeah. Now it's back to reality.
I mean, it might be an idea because it's going to be on Disney Plus soon.
What, really?
Doctor
Really?
Who? Yeah.
Where is it now? On HBO?
HBO, yeah.
Yeah.
BBC's?
Like then when the new season starts, it's going to be on Disney Plus.
And what about the old ones?
They're going to put them on there too.
Eventually?
Yeah, they're little by little, but yeah.
Even the lost episodes?
I think so.
Oh.
There's talks, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I actually stopped watching Doctor Who when they started doing the movies,
Mm.
and I couldn't find where to watch the movies, and I'm like,
Gave up.
Yeah, I kind of gave up. And
Yeah, I think before HBO, it was on like, I think Prime had it for a little while.
Mm.
But before that, it was like BBC America. Like, and you had to buy this app. Nobody had that app.
there's so many apps.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
Yeah. No, the only thing I remember Doctor Who is like back when we were in elementary and around that time we stay home.
PBS.
PBS, yeah.
PBS, yeah.
They would play it on PBS.
Oh.
And it would be those old ones. And,
Mhm.
and then
Old.
I always get confused because like one week it'd be one Doctor Who and then the following week it'd be a different Doctor Who.
I
And
just
then-
remember the guy with the scarf.
That's the only
Yeah.
one that people remember.
Yeah.
And it's fucking weird.
Because he was the longest for a while.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
So there's a lot of
Plus,
episodes.
it was a very colorful scarf.
I just thought he looks like one of the Marx Brothers and shit.
Yeah,
That's
kinda.
pretty much why I remembered him. I was more particular to the blonde one because he was the
Oh.
first one I met,
Oh.
and I thought he was the original Doctor
yeah.
Who for a long time.
No.
You know, and they're like, no, it's some old dude.
Oh, very old dude.
Very old dude. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like this November, it's like 60 years, man.
6 years. Wow.
Oh, you know where else I actually saw it? Remember Winamp?
Yeah.
Remember Winamp? They had TV stations for a
Mhm.
while. For,
Really?
Yeah, and they had
Wow.
that little thing. They had little TV stations, and one of them played Doctor Who nonstop.
Nice.
Yeah. And that's all it would be. And it would be the same episodes, like around the same time every day. It'd be the same episode. So you'd have to come back an hour later
Mm.
to see a different episode.
Oh,
And
neat.
Winamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the
Ghost
thing.
Pajamas, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Back before when LimeWire was around. Napster. Remember Napster?
Oof.
No.
Yeah, I remember. I remember the viruses.
Do you remember the viruses?
I remember the viruses.
But now all that stuff is like legal now, right? 'Cause you have the, what they call like Pluto TV and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like, they basically do that. Just have channels with like, they're just airing stuff over and over again.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. It's legal now.
Yeah.
Well, that shit we were all fighting against back in the day,
Right.
it's all legal now. Give the babies what they want, and they'll fucking suck on the bottle all night long.
Like it's funny, like you think about like movies, like especially in the 90s, they were set like in the future.
Yeah.
It was like hackers.
Uh-huh.
Remember how like
Hack the planet.
remember his whole thing in the beginning was he was gonna put Outer Limits on the
know.
TV or some shit. Right?
Yeah.
Cleopatra 2525.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Who? Was it
Wow.
Prime? Prime did a reboot of that.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, but it's like for little kids though. Like it's like it's a
Wow.
very little kid version of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Cleopatra 2525.
Yeah, they did a reboot of it, and it's weird. Like it's like
I can't see it because I'm
Yeah.
25,
For
25 for
kids,
kids. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Cleopatra 2525. It wasn't for kids. It was part of that the Hercules Action Power Hour, wasn't it?
Closer to Babylon 5, Andromeda.
So it was on
like-
Channel 13. It wasn't on Channel 5.
I think so, yeah.
It wasn't. Yeah, because I remember that. I remember that Cleopatra 2525. By the way, kudos. First Cleopatra 2525 reference on this podcast in like 70 episodes.
Or like in this store. And
So I've made my contribution.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. It's been a wonderful evening.
25.
It's a pleasure being here. Goodbye.
But I didn't even hear that they made a cartoon.
yeah, it's yeah.
That's wild. I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't even see it.
Dude,
for kids.
there's one of those there's one of those free apps
Yeah.
where you can just stream shit. There's a show, fuck, I can't remember what it's called. And I watched it. I thought it looked like a kid's cartoon, but it's about a guy who grows up to be like the greatest inventor of all time, but he has no like friends or family. So he sends his consciousness back in time to talk to his boy genius counterpart.
What the hell?
And he basically tells himself when he was younger, like,
Make a
"Oh,
friend."
you make a friend." Like, and he tries to like make him be a better person.
Meet the Robinsons? What?
It's similar to that, but but he's like literally talking to him from the future. Like, it's weird, man.
Oh, Meet the Robinsons was kind of like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, no, that one was he adopts himself or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Kind of gets weird like that.
But I was watching this show and I'm just like, it looks like a kid show, but it got deep, man. Like,
Was it like a American or like a foreign?
it was a Canadian show, I think.
Okay.
Oh.
And then
Go
yeah,
outside, make some friends.
yeah, because at one point like, he's got a little sister,
Mhm.
and he's always like, "Leave me alone. I'm working on my site and stuff." Right? And in the future, one time, like, she doesn't talk to you anymore in the
Aw.
future. Like,
So he
Oh.
knows the voices from the future.
yeah.
Oh no.
But you're causing a paradox.
Oh, yeah, you think,
though,
right?
every time.
Yeah.
What's it called?
I don't remember. I gotta look it up.
I gotta look it up too.
Yeah, but it was weird, man.
Yeah. That's weird.
I think it's a cool thing about these free apps. You find these like weird shows.
Yeah, yeah, or like the foreign shows. Like
Yeah.
I was into like the foreign superhero things for a
Mm.
while, like on Netflix and stuff.
Mhm.
Like the what was it, RRRD,
Yeah.
whatever, that Italian one with that
Mhm.
superhero that it's like
Oh, it's like Watchmen, basically, right? Like it's like,
no, the American, like a Greatest American Hero, but like in Italian.
oh, I didn't know.
Yeah,
I think I've seen
like,
that.
he gets superpowers and he doesn't know how to use them.
Oh, I did see
Oh.
that.
Yeah, the trailer. I think
Yeah,
it was in the
yeah,
trailer
we
for
watched.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There was one. It was a foreign film. It was about a waitress
Oh.
who just mysteriously gets superpowers.
The hell?
Yeah, and then she gets like super strong. She almost kills her boss, but like, yeah, she starts finding other people who are similarly like super powered individuals. I forgot what language it was, but
Okay.
it was pretty cool actually.
It was
Yeah.
another foreign superhero thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those like
yeah.
that are
What was
coming
that?
up.
That Russian one, remember, with the dude turns to a bear.
Oh,
The Avengers
Guard-
knockoff.
the Guardians.
The
the
Guardians.
Guardians.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Guardians.
Yeah.
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 Did you ever watch it?
I watched clips of it.
Oh, dude, it's on the Plex server. It's on there. It's there.
It's,
Trust me.
it's in our collection
Yeah.
that we've legally obtained.
Legally,
Legally,
obtained
yeah.
in some server in Sweden. Anyway, but yeah, no, it was.
I still gotta watch the other one, the guy from Ted Lasso. Remember, was it?
What's his name? The Roy. What's his name? Roy.
Yeah,
Is, Roy.
Roy- yeah.
He's a superhero. You ever seen Ted Lasso? No, you don't have Amazon Prime.
Ted Lasso.
No, you haven't seen it.
No.
Ted Lasso.
Cowboy.
Well, kind of.
Kinda.
Kind of. He's an American guy, American football teaching English football.
Oh, it was that show based off of a skit
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
guy did.
Yeah.
I've seen a few clips again.
Yeah. Well, one of the main characters in that, like 10 years before, did a superhero movie.
Oh,
Yeah, Roy Kemp. I can't remember his real name.
I don't remember.
But it looks like it's just him 10 years earlier, younger, being the same
Him.
character. Yeah.
Just a disgruntled like
Yeah.
individual.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know the character you're talking about. Like he was like the assistant coach.
What was
or
it
something.
called? Was it
At one point, yeah, he
Yeah.
becomes that.
Super Bob or something? Right?
So is that
It's something
called- or
simple. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's an English movie, like, or foreign from over there kind of movie. I still gotta watch it.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. either.
Untapped markets.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Telling you, Charlie, the comic book world is as big as it's ever been in its existence right now.
Right.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's some shit. The shit that we used to fucking take for granted, your mom used to fucking throw out for us. Now it's kind of like, oh damn, she shouldn't have thrown that shit out.
I miss my comics. I only had a couple,
Yeah,
and for some reason she was mad at you
and she threw.
and
yeah.
threw my comics out because they were the first ones she found, and it had my favorite comic. It was X-Men. It was the one where Gambit and Rogue were kissing.
Mhm.
And that's the only reason why I bought it.
Mhm. It's
Because
a
at
pink
that time
background.
we had the animated series going on. So I'm like,
Oh.
what? They kiss? And I bought it. And I kept it. I treasured it. Didn't read it. But because I was reading like, where's the kiss? Where's the kiss? And then I start flipping through the page. I'm like, there's no kiss. And then I just kind of like left it alone. Still loved the cover. And I kept it.
Mhm.
And then gone.
Never did the book by its cover. One.
No,
Two,
no.
I'm sorry, but that was like an X-Men 350, 360 something.
That was one of my first core
Mm.
memories of being
Yeah.
like just bamboozled.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Being on this podcast being the latest.
Yeah.
But I'm like, what? They wouldn't lie to me.
Comics don't lie.
Oh,
Comics
no.
don't lie.
Oh,
Comics
yeah.
don't lie. I mean, look at any cover you see right now. I guarantee you, whatever we're seeing on that cover is not happening in
not
that book. You know?
No.
You know?
I learned that very painful lesson in 1994.
Yeah, and when they tell you don't judge a book by its cover, comics you can totally judge by the cover.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
you know, still don't do it.
So
Yeah.
because
Yeah. You don't know. You might end up finding some, a good story in the book that you just thought had a good cover. You know, Comic Book Kills is pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. That was a good one. I
Yeah,
liked it.
yeah,
That was a
yeah.
good read. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, the book came out last week.
nice.
Oh, and that, the thing about that, the madness.
Oh, this week. That's this
Well,
week.
technically it was last week.
Oh.
But that was really good.
It was good too.
It's really good.
I didn't read it. Can you tell us what the madness is about? Because I haven't read that one.
So it's about this woman who has 5 superpowers, but she can only use them one at a time.
Okay.
And she's a thief,
Oh,
but she has a family. She has a husband, kids.
you can't be a thief with a family.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she
sure.
has superpowers.
Okay, sure.
Right. So then she gets a gig for like that final heist, right? That final like makes her life, whatever,
Yeah.
right?
There's always the one that
Yeah.
gets you out. Yeah.
So there's this prince from some foreign country, right? And
Yeah.
he's on the run because he did some shit, right? He's taking $1 billion worth of gold with him.
Okay.
She's gonna steal it,
The whole billion?
the whole billion,
It's a lot of gold.
right?
Okay.
So she steals it, and and it seems fine, everything's good, right? But then that country reaches out to the U.S. and says, "Hey, we know the person that stole it is American,
Oh.
and
International incident.
yeah, if you want to stay allies with us, you need to deal with this shit."
Yeah.
But in a very dark way, they're like, "You need to kill this person for stealing from us." Like that's how pissed they are, right?
It's the only way you can make it square.
But we don't do what anybody else says. We're America.
Right.
Hold on.
So then it becomes a whole
Do
political.
they have oil?
Yeah, right.
Ha, ha.
Yeah, it seems that way. 'Cause it's a made-up country, but it's like in the
Yeah, some Arab
Yeah,
guy in the
right.
world.
Yeah.
Sand people.
I mean, there's a prince, right?
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like-
Arab prince.
Yeah.
And so,
Sand people.
so you can't say that.
Jawas.
What you do is you just ignore him.
Exactly. So then,
That's why he said it 3 times.
I know.
Do you hear me, guys? Guys.
Yeah.
guys, sand people.
So then what ends up happening is like the government has to decide how they're going to deal with this. And they can't deal with it. Like just,
Yeah.
they know who it is. They
Yeah.
found out who this person is. So basically what they do is they fucking pawn it off on this super show team.
Oh.
And they're like, hey, we're going to give you unlimited funding
Oh.
forever
Uh-huh.
if you deal with this shit for us. Because we can't bomb our own country.
No.
Right.
So the fucked up thing is they find this person. Her family comes to the cabin she's hiding out in.
Oh no.
They send like this superpower dude. He drops a bomb on the cabin. Her family vaporized. She survives, but it causes like a sixth power to come out,
Oh no.
and she becomes like a fucking demon. Like she
fuck?
turns all gray. Her
What the
eyes
fuck?
are- yeah. Now she's out for revenge.
Well, the superhero
The
team,
superhero,
and
yeah.
then when they find out it was America that did it, she's gonna beat up America.
Yep.
That's pretty maddening, isn't it? Fucking
Yeah.
dang, yeah. Fuck. All right, fuck. I'll pick it up.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Dude?
Wow, that was pretty intense.
It's real intense.
Yeah. And I didn't pick it up because it's like, oh, it's in the madness. I don't like that name. Fuck,
Yeah.
it's gonna be some Cthulhu fucking
Yeah.
bullshit or. You know.
That's kind of cool though. The
Yeah.
way that you unlock
Yeah.
different powers based
Mhm.
off of like
Emotions.
trauma,
Yeah.
stuff like that, being blown up.
Yeah, because literally, like, her family gets, like, vaporized, dude. Like, they can't find anything, any remains of her family.
Then maybe they're not dead.
They're probably dead. No, she finds her husband's, like, wedding ring, and it's
Oh.
all, like, burned up and shit.
Okay,
Gone.
maybe they're dead.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
they're dead. That's fucked up.
Yeah,
That's-
it's real fucked up.
How many? 6 issues? I'm guessing.
I think so, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
all right. All right. All right.
But it's pretty fun. It's J. Michael Straczynski.
God damn it, Straczynski.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Babylon 5.
Yeah, Babylon 5. Oh, he wrote Babylon 5.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was like, who? What?
There's this book also called Rising Stars. Remember Rising Stars?
Yeah.
That was a good one too. Same kind of.
That was Heroes Before Heroes.
Mhm. It was
Oh.
pretty much Heroes Before Heroes, the TV show.
Heroes.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
It was before the pandemic.
It
The
was
first
for
one.
It was a first writer's strike.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what killed that show.
That's what
Yeah.
killed the show.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because season 2 made no sense. Because they were just like, they had
Sat
no writers.
together, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they were writing their own characters shit or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
something weird. Yeah.
I feel like my character would really do this.
Right? Well, there was that, was it Friday Night Lights?
Yeah.
I was watching a video about the last writer strike. So what's his face? The guy from Breaking Bad.
Friday Night Lights. Todd.
Yeah, Todd. He was on that show, I guess. I never watched that show. And apparently he was like this, straight-laced, guy, right? And during the writer strike, he killed the dude on the show. And they were like, what are we doing? And they totally changed the show. Like he murdered a guy, like he shot him or some shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, because they had no writers, so it was like, oh, let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens now.
Consequences.
It's like, what if, guys? Now, hear me out. I shoot someone.
Yeah.
What if I had a gun? Maybe 2.
Yeah.
Looks sick, right?
Yeah. No one would expect it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no one expected. You know what? No one expected from that character.
Yeah.
Kind of like in Breaking Bad when he shot the little kid
Yeah.
in Breaking Bad. I don't even watch Breaking Bad.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
He shot a little kid.
I saw the whole
That
series.
was, I think, one of the more shocking surprise endings.
Yeah.
Because it just goes face to black after
Yeah,
that, right?
yeah.
And it was like, what the fuck?
You gotta wait a whole week to find out what the fuck did he do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little kid that runs because they're stealing some sort of liquid from a train that got stopped in the middle of nowhere underneath a bridge. They're stealing some liquid, and then some little kid on a dirt bike shows up.
No, they're celebrating because they're like, we did it, guys.
Yeah.
And we made it. And then, the kid shows up.
Yeah.
And it's a witness, I guess. And then,
And they shoot him. Oh, and he was already, they were done with the
Yeah,
clip.
yeah.
So there was nothing for the kid to see.
Yeah.
So then, but he still shoots him.
yeah, he was just a kid. Like, he was looking for, like, spiders or whatever, right? Like, he was like, he
He
collected
was a
a
motorbike.
Yeah, but he had, like, a fucking tarantula in a jar.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so messed up.
Yeah.
I think I blocked that out.
Which is even creepier because did you ever see the movie, the Netflix movie? What was it called?
The Road to El Camino
El Camino.
No.
with Jesse Pinkman.
So there's a part in that movie that takes place during the last season of Breaking Bad,
Yeah.
and he takes Todd takes Jesse to his apartment, and you see he kept the fucking tarantula. Like,
That's so messed up.
right?
Freaking
I
trophies.
heard about that.
Yeah.
That's
He had the fish tank where he had the tarantula. And you're like, wow.
Yeah, that guy was fucked up in the head.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good old Todd.
But the funny thing about that was because they shot that so far apart. Like in Breaking Bad, he was really skinny,
Oh,
and then in that movie, he was like kind of fat. And you're like, wait, what's going on? Like,
A few months passed by.
yeah,
he's been getting fat though.
Yeah.
Do you see him in Fargo?
Yeah.
He was fat in Fargo. He was in Fargo.
he was in the what's it called? The Elizabeth Olsen show I watched.
Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah, she murdered her fucking.
Oh, the one you're telling me.
Yeah.
There's 2 versions of
Yeah,
it. Right?
yeah.
When Kristen Dunst or no?
Not Kristen Dunst.
Bale.
Jessica Biel.
Jessica Biel. There you go.
Yeah.
I forgot what the movie's called, but
Yeah, I
it's
forgot
based on
too.
a true story. They made 2 separate shows. They came out at the same time.
Were they just fighting over the rights, so who can make the movie
I have
first?
no
or
idea. You get to ask the expert.
I don't know. Like,
You're an expert in Jessica Biel.
Jessica Biel.
No, he's the only one I know that's seen both of them.
Yeah, I watched both of them because like so the Elizabeth Olsen one, like HBO Max was hyping it up. I'm like, what is this? And I watched it and I'm like, this is interesting. And then it kept on saying based on a true story. So I was like, all right, I looked into it. And then they're like, it's based on this book. And then they're like, there's a show on Hulu that made a show based on that book too. And I'm like, wait a minute, what? So I watched that one. And it's the same story, but different.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like they were just fighting for the rights
Yeah.
to like see who can make the movie first.
Or make it better.
And then I finally sat down and listened to a podcast where they interviewed the lawyer, the real life lawyer from the show.
For the real life.
Yeah. And he said that the HBO show interviewed him for details, but the Hulu one didn't.
Oh.
So he's saying that the HBO one is more authentic. Like,
Well, I mean,
he-
yeah, it has some more details than the
Yeah.
other one didn't.
I don't know. Maybe in the Hulu one, they interviewed the actual lady that killed him.
oh, she's a marriage counselor now.
Oh no!
Yup.
But she did it though.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It was self defense.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for ruining the ending. Wow. So she's a marriage counselor.
She's a marriage counselor.
And would you believe?
Well, I mean, she got through that shit. I mean, maybe.
So I mean,
A woman having a crisis in their marriage and is like, I don't know what to do. What would you do?
kill the fool.
I've been in a similar situation. Really? What did you do?
There's two shows you can watch.
Did he shoot her or stab him in each one differently?
No,
or-
same thing.
Same thing. Okay.
So the whole thing was that she was having an affair with this woman's husband. The woman found out, attacked her, came at her with an axe. She took the axe from her and killed her.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah,
So self-defense.
in self-defense, technically.
Yeah.
Technically. Well, I thought she killed the husband.
No, she killed
The lady?
Then she go, yeah.
Oh, it's not as bad. She kept both men now.
I mean, again.
I'm just trying to piece it together. I mean, I usually love this kind of stuff. Have you guys watched Why Women Kill?
No, I've been wanting to watch
Yeah,
that.
I seen the trailer for. I just saw that trailer. So
It's just great.
really? It's different stories in each episode, right? Okay.
It's from 3 different decades.
Oh, okay.
And they're like based on true
Real
events,
stories.
right? Or something like that. Or
Is
some,
it?
I think so. Or
Yeah.
it's
I'm-
inspired by or something like that.
I know it takes place in the same house.
Mm.
Oh.
Just over different decades.
Oh, like traveling in the sister pants, or whatever the fuck.
Is that also through different
It just
decades?
takes place in the same pants.
Oh, I thought it was like over the week.
I don't know. Idea.
Like one girl had it on Tuesday, the other one had it Wednesday. I
Yeah.
haven't seen it.
Yeah, me neither.
They should do like a remake of that, but like they pass down axes. Like have an axe, right?
Like a killer axe?
Yeah. So like
The grandma killed like the
Yeah.
grandpa because he was an abusive piece of
Yeah.
shit.
And so
The
they-
mom killed the dad
Yeah,
because he was
yeah,
just a piece of shit.
Yeah, it's just like his magic axe.
yeah,
Right? Like,
that somehow gets the girls to get with the piece of shit so they can kill him.
Like the axe comes to them.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a woman empowerment film.
Oh. So it's a magic axe.
Magic axe.
It's a magic axe.
Rosa de Guadalupe style.
A rosa. Oh my god! Again,
The
with that-
rose just pops out of nowhere with glitter.
Yeah, like the sands of time.
like they just like notice like, hey, where'd that
Where'd
axe
it come
come from?
Just as like he's like the man's wailing on her, and
Uh-huh.
all of a sudden she goes like this, puts her hand on the floor. There's an axe
an
there,
axe there. She swings right back.
Yeah.
and it's heavy enough to like cause some damage, but light enough for her to swing with her dainty little hands.
And then after the murder, it disappears. So no murder
No
weapon.
murder
weapon.
Magic axe.
Magic axe.
Woman empowerment.
Uh-huh.
And that's big right now. It probably would make a couple $1 million.
Oh,
and
probably.
shit.
Coming 2024.
God damn.
Call A24 now.
We make a movie out of it first, and then we make a series out of it.
Yeah.
You know,
See,
call it the
we call-
hatchery.
The hatchery.
The hatchery.
We just call A24. We have a movie about a magic axe. Like sold.
You gotta add a magical beast somewhere in there,
Yeah,
and we're
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
You know, some sort of weird creature. In
Yeah.
there. And the meaning of life too, while you're
Yeah,
at it.
yeah,
right? Don't
yeah,
forget that.
yeah.
A24 movie.
I feel like they're becoming more like mainstream though. Like some of the movies they put out now, it's like it's not weird.
they're higher budget, more safer
Yeah.
type of storylines. Yeah,
Safer. That would be the word.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely safer. It's not. They're not taking gambles. They're not
Yeah.
taking risks anymore.
But you would think like their biggest thing is the everything everywhere.
everything.
that put them on the map.
Yeah, you think like keep making movies like
Or
that.
at the very least, it made me notice them because all of a sudden I started noticing all these other A24
A24,
films.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, oh, is Bo is Afraid? Is that A24?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to watch that one.
Yeah. He's watched it.
Yeah. No.
I don't watch that one?
I
Oh,
watched that one.
that
Yeah.
I thought you watched that one.
No, I have no idea what
Let's
that movie's
watch it.
about, man.
Oh, okay.
Like
We'll be right back.
I've seen trailers for that movie. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, man.
That's what's so
Yeah,
great about
yeah.
it. It's like, what is happening? Like,
Yeah.
he's obviously having like a psychotic break, but
Yeah.
to go through the lens of that type of like psychological distress.
No.
And you see too, like it's him in it's Joaquin Phoenix in different eras.
Uh-huh.
There's a kid that plays him as a
Young.
teenager. He's been going around wearing a shirt that says "I'm not AI."
Like in real life.
Yeah.
Like, no, I really do look like this.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. He really looks like a young Joaquin Phoenix.
Because I saw the poster and he does look like him.
Yeah.
Like all other three of them is Joaquin Phoenix, right?
Yeah,
But
like the old
three
one,
are
yeah, yeah.
the regular one and
Yeah,
the kind of
yeah.
younger one.
Yeah.
But the kid wasn't Joaquin Phoenix.
No.
I thought they definitely did like some face. Oh, sorry, some face on.
I mean, they
AI
might
type
have.
of
They
thing.
might have like tweaked it a little, but
Yeah.
like no, that's what the kid looks like.
In real life, it
Yeah.
looks like Joaquin Phoenix.
Mhm.
Oh wow. Oh, at least he doesn't look like River.
Oh,
Too soon.
that was a long time ago.
Oh. Sorry, some people are still crying about it.
That's true.
Yeah, it's like 40 years ago.
Yeah. Did you see that? Was it that fucking Matthew Perry thing about that?
Matthew Perry.
Yeah, he wrote a book, and he was talking about how he was friends with River Phoenix.
Matthew, like Friends, Matthew Perry.
Yeah, like friends. Yeah.
Like real life. Was he part of the Brat Pack or whatever they're called?
No, but I think he was like his buddies with River Phoenix.
Oh, he
and
was kind of like Sammy Davis. He was
Yeah.
outside.
Or like fucking
Don Rickles.
Don Rickles. But in the chapter where he talks about walking
Yeah.
River Phoenix, he says this whole thing about how he was such a great actor, and then he ends the chapter by saying, "It's so the universe is so fucked up." He goes, "We lost someone like Joaquin Phoenix, but we still have Keanu Reeves." And everyone's
What
like,
the fuck's that supposed to mean?
"Right?"
Yeah, I remember.
You saw that too?
The thing is that he said that once in the early days,
Oh.
and people laughed.
Uh-huh.
But that was like back then, Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before his tragedy and
Yeah, before people ended up, loving him.
Yeah.
And, and being like a treasure. And then he tried the joke again
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the book, and people did not laugh
No.
because people like him. Yeah.
And people are fucking sticks in the mud.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem. They can't take a joke. I get it. when it comes
Yeah.
to that context. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. That's funny. Back then,
Yeah.
he wasn't a very. Have you ever seen Dracula? We were just talking about that. That accent. What is that?
Great accent. I love that accent.
What is that? And don't get me wrong, he played like all the dumb characters really well, you know,
Yeah.
but you really didn't see him past that, and he was getting typecast.
Typecast,
and
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
So that's why Phoenix was doing all sorts
Yeah.
of cool stuff.
Indiana Jones.
He was young Indiana
Indiana-
Jones,
yeah.
yeah. So I mean, I get it,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's not too soon,
Yeah.
or too late,
Yeah.
you know. And yeah, Keanu Reeves is a treasure, and I
Yeah.
bet you Keanu Reeves probably went, huh, because that's the kind of guy Keanu Reeves is. He wouldn't get
Yeah,
upset.
no.
Everyone else got upset.
Yeah.
Keanu
For
Reeves-
him.
For him.
People got
Yeah.
upset.
Yeah.
You must defend the precious.
Yeah. I mean, okay. Do you guys think Keanu's a good actor?
Depending on the material.
Have you seen Constantine?
Yeah. It's pretty cool, onesie.
But he doesn't say much in Constantine.
But I think that's the best part because he plays that asshole pretty good. like, I'm like,
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was the thing. It's kind of like it's the only one Constantine we had
yeah,
at
yeah.
the time.
At
You know,
the
we didn't
time.
have anything else.
No.
You know, we didn't have no one else till the other Constantine
Yeah.
came back, or
Yeah.
the newer one.
If he had more voice control, I think he would be an amazing actor.
Keanu?
Yes, because you kind of still hear the Keanu in every single role that he plays.
Yeah.
You hear that airy wispy voice. Like, and it comes out even if he's trying to be serious
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
whatever. You still hear it in the back of his throat.
Yeah.
So that kind of takes you out of it. But as far as acting goes, I think he's been doing a really good job. In
You know
recent
what?
roles.
Having said that, in the first John Wick, where they tell him, "So you're back, John Wick." You know what? You've been telling me
Before he really got into the character.
yeah. You know what?
yeah.
Yeah, that was very like, if Ted was telling me that.
No, see, that's the thing that killed me was
Yeah.
fucking when that last Bill and Ted. It felt like he was doing an impersonation.
He could have just played himself.
Yeah.
That's
And
bad.
it would have been fine.
Yeah.
Because you expect him to grow up a little bit,
Yeah,
mature
yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
He could still be the same person. But
Like my favorite version of him was like the super old one when they were in the retirement home.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, I bought that. It's like,
Not the super buff one.
no, that was hilarious.
That just made sense to me. I don't know. Yeah, no. I mean, he has range.
Yeah.
His range is his own.
yeah.
His range isn't like what we expect. It's not. We
No.
put him up to the standards of like bigger artists or smaller artists. He's not going to match up to either or.
No.
Because it's Keanu Reeves and he's doing his own thing.
Yeah.
Plus, we, in our minds, have associated him with specific roles. And
Yeah.
it's hard to shake that. It's
Yeah.
like, why are you killing all those people? Shouldn't you be like jumping in a phone booth?
Yeah.
Or like,
Where's Rufus?
where's Rufus?
Where's Rufus? He's gonna show up right now and save the day, isn't he?
R.I.P.
R.I.P. George Carlin.
George Carlin, yeah.
But yeah, no, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
and we're getting a 5, so
Yeah.
I guess he's doing something right.
And they're being the ballerina too, right? He's supposed to come out of that.
Oh right,
Yeah.
yeah. The spinoff.
Yeah.
He's got work.
He's got work.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And like,
Plus, he's still making Matrix royalties, so
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
he got paid a fourth of what the royalties are given to him at this point, I think, or something like that. I was reading something. It's like what he got paid is nothing compared to what he's getting in royalties now for that.
Yeah.
stupid
So
movie.
that was part of the deal. Like he
Yeah.
got underpaid for his participation
Oh,
in
he
the
actually did
film,
on purpose.
and he just said, "Okay," like because it was supposed to be like a little film.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, I won't take that much of a pay. Just
Yeah.
give me a certain percentage of.
Yeah, points and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like fucking Jack Nicholson. Jack
Yeah.
Nicholson's still making money off of Batman.
Batman.
Yeah.
He did the same thing, right? He asked for points.
Mm-hmm.
He has some points out of that. And every trading card or every freaking popsicle you get, Batman 89,
Mm.
Jack Nicholson gets a penny.
Really
Mm-hmm.
Or anything has
Yeah.
from that
neat.
Batman 89.
Yeah.
It's a gamble.
Yeah.
It's a gamble.
Yeah.
You get less money, but at the same time, because they didn't believe in Batman.
No.
They-
They didn't think it was gonna be as big as it was.
Mm-mm.
No,
And they're like,
absolutely.
oh, it's not gonna do anything. I'll get my little checks here and there, but yeah,
Yeah.
still making money.
A
Fuck that.
comic book movie, really, guys?
It
Who's
the
gonna watch
80s.
that?
Yeah.
It was 1989. You know, Superman just came out. People was like, "Hey, Superman's cool. Maybe we can do
Superman's
that."
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
We got to sell Coke,
Yeah.
Cocaine?
Coca-Cola.
Oh, yeah. Like, what the hell, Superman? No, remember? You know what? I have those McDonald's glasses with
Yeah,
remember
the
those
glass ones?
The glass
Yeah.
ones.
Those are family glasses.
That's
Just to be clear,
that is the fine china.
you are not the sole owner of said glasses.
That's what I was gonna bring up. Because I have them in the cabinet. That
Yeah.
I recently cleaned them. I polished them
No,
and everything.
oh.
And then like your mom kind of was like, "Oh, you find those there? You want me to take them?" Like,
Nope.
nope. They're fine there.
There, yep.
They're fine right there. We have those. They have like some other McDonald ones. They're like the Disney ones. A
We have
bunch of
the Disney anniversary ones. I think it was
Yeah.
like the 50th or 25th anniversary of
Something,
Disneyland
yeah.
or something like that. We have the Pocahontas.
color changing ones.
The glass. No, they're not color changing. I think
No?
they're just regular
Oh.
glasses from Burger King. Pocahontas, Hercules, all the little plastic plates from
Okay.
Hercules.
Nice.
We have
We had a shitload of toys too, by the way.
Oh,
but
yeah.
they're-
tons of toys.
that
They
went in a
all
barrel?
got into a barrel forever,
eventually.
and then they all rotted. I feel very bad
Yeah.
because they got rained on.
Well, they started taking them out. The kids that were showing up at grandma's
Mm-hmm.
were started taking them little by little. But then eventually, the rest of them got rained out.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Sad. Collectibles. Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, the whole collecting thing with me, it's not just me.
No.
It's the whole family is kind of,
We are a family of hoarders.
Oh, nice.
I don't want to call it hoarding, more like pack rats.
We are very pack ratty.
More
Okay.
like pack cats.
Fat cats. Oh.
For him, he's a collector because they're actual collectibles.
Mhm.
but it gets hoardy.
Mm.
I mean, your mom has a bunch of Tweety stuff.
Hoardy.
You know, like how many Valentine's Day cards with Tweety on it does she really need?
The wrapping paper.
Oh, right, the wrapping paper.
She has wrapping paper
with Tweety on it.
that she got presents,
Mhm.
Christmas
Oh.
presents, and she keeps her wrapping paper because it's pretty.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And if it has Tweety, she's gonna like put it up on the wall, even though it's like a weird shape.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
still Tweety wallpaper, so just put it up on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Long time ago, I got her a Tweety popsicle, right? And it comes in the bag with Tweety.
Yeah.
Well, she got the bag, she washed it and put it in the fridge.
Huh.
Yeah, remember? It was in the
Nice.
fridge. Tweety.
There you go.
The one with the gumball eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
that's smart mother. So yeah, it's in
Yeah,
my
I'm-
genes.
a lot of stuff is making sense now.
The amount of I hoard stuff.
Yeah,
Like people give me things and I keep them
Mm.
put them in corners.
and put them in corners and I
Oh.
display them, because if I don't, then do I really appreciate the gift
Yeah, I get
if
you.
I'm not displaying them out?
Yeah.
So I have things that people give me. I don't really like them. It doesn't go with my house.
Yeah, but you
But
know,
it was a gift.
it was a gift. Yeah.
So I still have little plastic gemstones that a baby gave me,
Oh.
because I'm like, oh, that's really sweet. I have her like first communion picture,
Hmm.
and I have the little plastic gemstones right there, right next to her
Oh.
picture. But it's just like little things. So that's where I'm more closer to my mom,
Mm.
where I just have those little things
The
and
knickknacks.
the knickknacks. I try to like not collect pop figures, but I have pop figures.
Yeah.
I try not to collect plushies, but I have plushies. It's just
Yeah.
it's things that I have.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how many boxes.
Yeah.
Flattened boxes
Oh.
that I have stuffed in my closet because they might be good for a present later.
I do
I
that
mean,
too.
that's you know,
Yeah.
it works out. You know.
You might need to send something
Yeah.
to somebody eventually,
Mhm.
right? You have a box there.
Yeah, that's why we have all that bubble wrap right there.
Yeah, bubble wrap right there, and we got the boxes over there just in case.
Just
in case.
Not saying we're gonna send anything
No,
out. to
no, no.
anybody.
But just in case
Mhm.
you need to send something, you have a box, you have the bubble wrap.
Mhm.
I mean, it's like $10 for bubble wrap at the post office.
Ew.
It's free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just gotta know where to look for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
You need bubble wrap? I got bubble wrap for you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Let me know. Every Wednesday comes in.
Yeah.
I have
Every
a
Wednesday.
roll
A bubble wrap.
of bubble wrap.
At work, at regular work, I have big ass, those big fucking rolls. And one time they told me, go bring in one of the rolls. And I was walking around with those big rolls on top of my head of bubble wrap. And I felt like the coolest because it's so big, but it's so
It
light.
doesn't weigh nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
doesn't weigh
And
anything.
I'm like,
It's
walking
air.
around, I'm like, I'm a cool guy.
You should like
Did you pop
throw
them?
it and
Did you pop them? Just a few.
Yeah, just a few. Yeah.
Tac, tac.
Yeah, and yes, I did throw it up in the air. And I popped them. Of course I did. I had to.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
he's super strong.
or like
Yeah.
spinning around.
Yeah, of course I
Like
did.
Popeye and shit.
Yeah, one-handed too. You know, too bad there weren't any chicks around. I'd be
Yeah.
like, hey, girl, check it out. Flexing. Flexing my pexing. Can I say that?
Probably not.
Fuck.
The flexin part or the plexin part?
I don't know.
It just sounds inappropriate.
Yeah, it does.
Let's just get ahead of it and say no.
yeah.
Okay, edited.
Apologize to your like.
I'm sorry to all the women who had to hear that. And the men too, I guess. I don't think they get as offended as women.
No.
do.
Do men have plexins?
I hope so.
What's a plexin?
I don't know.
Plexus.
Like a solar plexus?
Plexus, yeah.
Isn't that your sternum?
No, plex is the other side. The sternum's in the middle.
Right.
But what's this? Your
Ribs.
plex. No, ribs are here.
The
Rib cage.
rib cage, yeah.
But what do you call these muscles?
Pectorals?
Pectorals. Your,
Okay.
your pecs.
Uh-huh.
Plexin. Pexin.
I don't
You spend more time with him. You speak the language.
sometimes.
It's a unique dialect, regional only to like me.
Huh.
And anyone who ever listens to it half the time are like, what the fuck? I mean, you listen to the podcast. How many
I
times?
do.
How many times you were like, what? What did he say?
I do tend to like, I'm like, go back. What?
I get that. a lot.
Or I feel like I missed something because you guys just jump from one
Yeah.
topic to the other,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, wait, did I miss something? Did I skip?
No.
And I go back. I'm like, okay, yeah.
No, 'cause randomly something will happen, or he'll say something, and then it'll be like, you know what, that reminds you of this, and then just.
Mhm. And I'm like, stay on topic.
Oh,
But
no.
now that I'm here with you guys, it just happens.
It's
You
a
just
thing.
go from one thing to the
But
next.
that's the thing. It's a conversation. And when it's a conversation,
Is that how conversations go?
yeah, there's no such thing as a hello, my name is goodbye, have a good day anymore. It's more like a the world's just fucking screwed up right now, man.
Who knew it included such back and forth?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah.
Fine, thank you.
And
Fine, thank you.
The world's a mess, man. They told us we have aliens. I mean, like, and no one
And
freaked
no
out.
one cares.
No one cared.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I blame X-Files.
Nah.
Because during that time, everybody was just like, aliens. Dude, aliens. I mean, come on, guys. Aliens.
Fox had specials every week.
Oh my God, the alien autopsy?
Yeah.
Alien autopsy.
Yeah.
Freaking, what was that show that just had footages of UFOs?
The conspiracy one or which one? Because there's different ones, all hosted by
On-
Mark
on-
Harmon.
On Fox,
Yeah.
I think it was hosted by him.
Yeah, he's the only guy that would do it.
And then it's just like Primer Impacto. Do you remember Primer Impacto? Every week with the aliens, it's just like we got so, and then all the alien movies, alien shows, and all of a sudden
Fire
it's
in the
just
sky.
fire in the sky. I was afraid of maple syrup for like a year. Traumatized.
What was the name of that movie? I know we watched it. It was Mila was it Mila Jovovich?
Jovovich, Underworld?
And it was like like she came out in the beginning and she said, "This is based on a true story." Da, da, da. And they would show like scenes of alien abductions, and then there was like actual footage.
Oh, The Fourth Kind.
Yeah, there you go.
Love that movie.
You actually watched it?
Yes.
Oh, my.
Alfred's way into that stuff.
Really? No, I haven't watched it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched it with him, but that was a good movie.
Yeah.
And it has like supposed like audio recordings
Yeah.
of the sessions, and you just trip out.
Yeah.
And like towards the end, they have the police cam
Yeah,
patrol
with the car.
footage,
Yeah.
and it just like flickers, and all you see is like a big light over the house. It's
Like,
watch it.
boom.
yeah, and then the feed goes away, and then it comes back. Everything's gone. It's just like,
It's what happened in Las Vegas.
what happened in Las Vegas?
You know what happened in Las Vegas?
Oh, that's right. What happened with that, by the way?
Nothing.
Covered up.
Immediately.
Covered up as
Like,
fast as we could.
No one talks about it anymore.
Mm-mm.
And it's like, whatever happened to that guy?
What if, okay, that big orb that's in Vegas right now, that projecting orb, what's this fucking spaceship?
They're just covering it.
That came out of nowhere, huh?
Yeah.
It did kind of come out of nowhere. They're just like put a whole bunch of screens around the.
Yeah.
You know what? I would say that, but I actually saw it being built, so I'm not gonna say that.
No, aliens.
Okay, aliens.
And then there was what was that show called? Ancient Aliens.
That's aliens came from.
Yeah.
Aliens.
Aliens.
Yeah.
And just throughout the years, we've been desensitized to the idea
Yeah.
of aliens, and we've all just collectively accepted the fact that the government is lying to us, and there are aliens, and that's that.
In other words, it became mainstream.
It became
I
mainstream.
mean, it goes all the way back to Elf.
Oh my God! Stop. He has this weird fascination with Alpha all of a sudden.
I mean,
He's real, right?
Alf, alien life form. I mean,
it's in the name.
It's in the name.
It's in the name.
Yeah, I was telling you the other day, I'm convinced that Elf it was just an alien. And they just told us he was a puppet.
you saw him walking,
Mhm.
right?
All
So
the time,
he's
yeah.
real.
He's real.
He's real.
For where he's been
That-
for the last 20 years.
Just chilling. He's doing commercials for Ryan Reynolds now.
Oh, right. You're the one who told me that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised
Mhm.
if that's what ended up
I
happening.
mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, and they're bringing out a box set for Alf, the complete box set.
Yeah.
He needs more money for cats.
Needs more money for cats. Cat food.
Cat food. No, he eats cats.
He eats cats.
Yeah.
But he's got to,
Oh,
free
get
range
the
them.
cat.
Yeah. Get him nice and fat.
Plump when you cook him.
Yeah.
Going back to the previous conversation, I'm waiting until the day that zombies happen and people are just like, yeah.
You know what? Yeah, it's gonna happen next.
Yeah.
We're due. We're kind of
That's
due.
fine,
We're,
yeah. Yeah.
That's the next thing.
That's the next thing. Zombies are gonna happen, and we're gonna be like, oh, in the head.
Yeah.
In the head, guys.
But see, yeah, because so there's a theory. I think George Romero confirmed it. When you watch a zombie movie and you're always like, why are these people so stupid? Like, how do they not know to shoot in the head, right? And George Romero said because in that universe, there's
Zombies
no
don't exist.
zombies
Yep.
movies.
Yeah. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
they're real zombies, but there's no zombie
There's
movies.
There's no zombie movies, no zombie culture. Like the concept of zombies is completely alien to them.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's just like, what is this? What's happening?
Wait,
Bro,
George Romero's dead. How did he
Yeah,
tell
he
you
said
that?
that a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
He said that a long time ago.
George
when he
Romero.
came over last week.
To the zombie.
He's a zombie. The guy we had last week was a zombie. All right. George Romero, has one of my favorite quotes. He says, "The zombie is the blue-collared monster."
Yeah.
Because everything is to me, everything has always been a zombie. Frankenstein's a zombie, but Dracula's a zombie, the Mummy's a zombie. Shit, even to a certain extent, the Wolfman's a zombie. But the zombie is like the regular worker, the guy that gets up 9 to 5, punches in, has to fucking do all the dirty work.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, zombies are just metaphors for like
Yeah.
society.
Wait, are we?
I mean,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a little disheartening.
Yeah.
After working a whole month straight, I think I'm with them, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I
The
tell you,
zombie.
yeah. I'm pretty much. I'm very tapped out right now.
You
so.
want some brains?
Maybe some tacos.
No.
The sesos.
Sesos.
Yeah. You know, some
Seso.
sesos.
Night of the Living Dead in español.
We
That-
watched it
We watched it
Yeah,
several times.
several times. Yeah.
And it still makes me laugh.
Yeah. Oy, sesos.
I love that.
Yeah. Oy, sesos. It sounds like they're sesos,
Yeah,
right? But
yeah.
no, it's sesos.
Yeah.
You know, oh, brains.
You gotta re-edit that and just give them like some tacos and he's like, oh, all right.
All right, good.
I'm good.
I remember one time I was watching actually Night of the Living Dead, regular Night of the Living Dead, on Channel 5, I believe it was. And then it ended like at a certain weird time. So it ended, the credits ran, and then after...
Night of the Living Bread. I remember that night.
Mm-hmm.
I loved that. You know why I love that? Because I was scared shitless after watching that movie.
Mhm.
And
It was nighttime, too,
It was
right? Yeah,
nighttime.
yeah.
We just finished watching the movie, and the cathartic release I received from Night of the Living Bread was much needed because I was terrified. I was
Yeah.
not gonna sleep that night.
Yeah.
But those toasters
The
had me. I'm still thankful to them to this day
For
for
Night-
making that because
and it
that-
came out like right after that movie,
right after.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
played
Like,
right after.
yeah. You ever seen that?
No.
Night of the Living Bread?
No.
Like I said, it
Classic.
came out right after the movie show finished. I think it was Channel 5 or something, but it finished, and then, like I said, Weird Time came on. It's the best spoof version of Night of the Living Dead ever,
That's funny.
with bread.
With bread.
Yeah,
Night of the Living Bread.
yeah,
That's hilarious.
yeah. So, you know, where the scene where there's like, people, zombies and the
Yeah.
bread.
Bread.
Yeah,
And instead of the torches, is like a toaster.
toaster. Yeah,
That's pretty hilarious.
Night of the
That's
Living
great.
bread.
And I knew exactly where you're going with that. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, yeah. And it's funny because it was like one of those like few times I've seen it. I've probably even seen that thing like 3 times in my
Yeah.
whole life. The Night of the Living Bread, and that was the first time I ever saw it. Was
Mm.
that night with Charley, and your mom wasn't there, was she?
She was asleep
She was asleep already.
because
yeah.
it was late.
Yeah, and we were watching it. It was midnight. It was
It
like one of
was
those-
midnight,
It was
yeah.
like late night movies type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. So yeah,
I living bread.
Night of the Living Bread.
Night of the Living Bread. It was great.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
See? Welcome to the podcast, Charlie. Yeah, I don't know. We went somewhere from Keanu to bread.
And aliens and
To aliens somewhere
Aliens
between,
and
and
zombies.
zombies and
Bread.
bread.
No,
Yeah. Natural progression.
Yeah.
that's what I'm telling people.
Seamless transition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, so you're not missing anything. You're just part of a bigger conversation, if you will. You know?
Yeah.
That's why whenever you listen to the podcast, you're like, oh, I listened to that. You might have listened to that, but you might not listen to the whole thing. You know? It's a conversation that we had like 2 weeks ago, continuing a couple weeks later.
Yeah.
You know?
It happens sometimes.
Yeah, a lot of times.
Yeah, it happens.
Like once in a while, I'll hear you guys say, "Oh, and the thing's like, oh yeah," and that's it. I'm like, okay, but what was it? A few times you guys have done that.
Yeah.
We're like, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't.
No, but we just had a moment like that with the bread.
Night of the Living
Yeah.
Dead.
Yeah, see, we just had that moment. No one understood that, but we just had that.
Yeah.
See?
But did you see how I went into the anecdote of Night of the Living Bread? I
Okay,
added
okay.
context
Oh.
rather than saying, "Oh yeah."
Oh, yeah. Interesting. That's good feedback to know.
Yeah, yeah.
So from now on, I'll be like stopping the program and telling people previously on X-Men.
That could be your intro.
Previously on.
Oh, you do that. See episode whatever Excelsior.
And my little word box in the bottom with a little asterisk.
Yeah.
Excelsior.
Excelsior.
or do what the newer podcasts do now is just have random out of context clips of the actual podcast at the beginning, and just be what? It hooks them in.
Like calling them sand people.
Stop saying that.
And we needed like a little sand people counter.
Yeah.
I'm a 5.
Horrible.
I'm saying they're Jawas. They live in the sand. Obi-Wan Kenobi did trade with them. Racism is
And
also
Anakin
funny.
Skywalker killed them.
Yeah. He murdered a bunch of them.
Those were the Tusken Raiders.
Men,
Hold
women.
on.
Oh,
children.
you're
Those
right.
were the Tusken
Oh, shit.
Raiders. They're not the Jawas. The Jawas are the little ones. The Tusken Raiders are the ones.
So you're saying there's only one type of sand people?
No, that's exactly what I'm not saying. I'm saying there's different types of sand
Yeah.
people, but they're all sand people.
Yeah.
You know, just like we're all humanity, we're all humans, we're all people.
That was my point.
You know, that's my point as well.
Yeah.
They didn't. Anakin didn't kill all of them. He only killed the Tusken Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just said he killed them.
Did you kill the sand people? He said. How dare you?
The stormtroopers killed those Jawas, right? Like,
Holy shit! You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Jawas get killed all the time, though,
Yeah.
man. I mean, they're
They're-
thieves. I mean, like,
And they're resilient people.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about them. They'll be fine. What are we talking about again?
If you want sponsors,
Yeah.
you're gonna need that Saudi money.
Oh yeah, dude. Princes have a lot of money. They
Yeah.
have cars made out of gold. They have like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toilets. Yeah, gold.
toilets. I'm sorry.
The toilet, the gold toilet is like a weird flex. You know what I
think
mean?
so?
Like it's like, oh, I'm gonna shit on gold. Right?
You're not shitting. Oh, there I guess. You're
Yeah,
right.
you are.
My whole thing with the toilet is, it's cold. Gold is pretty.
Yeah.
As a metal.
And
conductor.
it's not. It's a soft metal.
It's a soft metal.
It's
a
I was
very
gonna
soft
say
metal.
that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't a heavier individual kind of bend it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it's solid gold, you still get indentations, especially if it's warm.
So it has to be gold plated then. It's not actually gold.
I mean, maybe there's
Maybe.
a clear porcelain epoxy around it.
Yeah. I gotta get in contact with the Saudi prince and ask him, is your gold toilet all gold?
And it just shows up one day, just sends you a gold toilet. Like, oh, cool.
Oh, thanks, man. Well, we do need one.
We do need a toilet.
How would you feel about shit in a gold toilet?
I don't know how I would feel about that.
Gold-plated?
My new
Yeah.
friend, the Saudi prince, is gonna send me
I
one.
mean, can we like melt it down and buy another toilet with the gold?
It's coming home with me.
Just don't get in a fight with it.
True story.
True story.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
See? And
Up-
cut.
And then
No
opportun-
context.
No context.
Yeah.
See, live,
No context.
caught in 4K or whatever
Yeah.
Digital.
digital.
Yeah. No
Wave
con-
MP4.
If you what? I mean,
Do you want to know about the time I got in a fight with a toilet?
Yeah.
They got tired of all my shit.
To be fair, that's how you ended your anecdote. Every single time.
'Cause-
Whenever someone asks you about your bandage,
Yeah.
I got in a fight on a toilet.
Yeah.
Tired of all my shit.
And just leave people like, what? Yeah.
Yeah.
And just walk away.
To this very day, that's the same thing I tell people. I got
Let's
tired
just,
of.
let's just keep it that way then.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
telling the actual story kind of like throws people off. And if you really want the actual story, it's better live. You know,
yeah.
it's better live.
Because there's pantomiming, there's gesturing.
Yeah, and blood.
And blood.
Yeah.
And, like,
lots and lots of blood.
Lots of blood. Yeah, and lots of blood. I think it turned a different color the following day.
Gray.
Yeah,
Grayish green,
grayish, yeah, yellow,
Yeah,
green.
that's not
thing.
good.
Yeah.
Huh.
The doctor goes, "Oh, you should have came here sooner. You have all this blood that you lost, and you got this porcelain in you." Yeah, I just told him I was tired
You
of
were
all my shit.
You were part toilet.
For a moment,
You were part toilet.
I was part toilet till the doctor fixed me.
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
And I told him he was tired of all my shit, and he didn't laugh.
No, because he was like, "No, you almost died, sir." Like, this is not a laughing matter.
Yeah, porcelain would have been stuck in me, and I could have
Yeah.
gotten porcelain poisoning.
Oh, is that a thing?
I just made that up right
I was
now.
going to say, I just learned something today.
No, I just made that up. I don't know. Google it.
Maybe. It might be a thing. Like, what is porcelain? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Does it
know
poison you?
mercury poisoning is
Yeah.
a thing. Fluoride poisoning is a thing.
You know what? You were part toilet, or you were one of those fucking like little dolls with the big eyes, the porcelain,
Porcelain
doll.
doll.
What do they call the little angel one? The love is, right?
the
Precious moments.
Precious moment, there you go.
yeah.
Precious moments.
You were one of those.
First of all, I'm a precious moment all the time. Second of all, fuck you. Yeah. I'm just tired of all my shit.
I mean, it would be fine though. Like, I don't think the gold toilet would hurt you as much as the porcelain one.
It can get sharp.
Yeah, but it can't shatter.
I could bend and I could fall into the toilet.
You
I run pretty hot, dude. I start melting that
Your
toilet. Sometimes the steaming pile of crap that comes out of me is so hot.
It's gonna melt the gold toilet.
How hot is it?
Thank you, Charlie. But I'm not giving you context on that either.
You were teeing it up for me.
Yeah. And you caught it, though. Good job. We'll just leave it at that because I don't think people in podcast land want to hear.
They might.
So hot. Oh,
So
no.
you would use a gold toilet?
Of course. I
Really?
use any toilet.
A gold one?
Hold on.
And he has.
Yeah, well, not gold one, but like I've used toilets that are just a plank of wood,
Oh yeah.
You know,
oh yeah.
or in a hole in
We've
it.
all been there.
you know. So if you're willing to use that, yeah, you've been there. Yeah.
You saw the
Yeah,
glazed
yeah.
look in my eye of trauma, PTSD.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucking-
I almost fell in.
Oh man.
I didn't say that the last time we mentioned it, but
I almost fell into
Oh,
this
man.
like abyss, this pit of despair.
Oh, literally.
Literally. Who cuts a hole that big?
there's two holes, Charlie.
There's two holes, both huge.
Okay, they're both. All I remember is his legs were like that. And his legs were like coming out, and he was like,
I could not get out. And I felt that the more I struggled, the more I kept sinking in.
Oh no.
And that hole is big enough to swallow a child.
Yeah.
This is an outhouse in our grandfather's house out in Mexican like rancho.
Yeah.
So it was a box
Yeah.
within a box.
Yeah. It's just a
And
big
it was just a
hole.
big hole,
Yep.
a deep, deep hole that a child could fall into. And we had to go there at night. At night, where there's no light whatsoever.
light,
No stars, no moon, no street lights, nothing.
because he had
Just
those big
darkness.
trees. Remember?
Yeah.
He had those big trees.
Those
Okay.
huge trees. And then someone told me that a baby chicken died in there. And then all of a sudden, I was afraid of dying in there.
Oh.
Because it fell into the pooper,
no.
and no one wanted to go get the chicken,
Yeah.
so it died in there.
Well,
That's awful.
that's pretty terrible.
You almost fell.
You were almost a baby chicken.
And I was almost a baby chicken.
Yeah.
And I asked and I pleaded, just hold my hands while I go.
Yeah.
No, because that's gross.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of gross.
It's very gross.
Yeah.
But you know what's more gross?
Falling into a hole.
Falling
yeah.
into the pit of despair.
You know what you should have done? Should have got a rope. Wrap around your waist.
He was 10. It was like 8 years old or something. Yeah,
I was
yeah.
8.
Yeah.
I was panicking.
Yeah.
And every time I would move, I felt
You're
I was
falling.
like folding more and
Oh.
falling deeper inside. To the point where my ankles were the only thing that was
Oh,
keeping
no.
me suspended. The corner of the wood,
Oh.
just my ankles just holding on for dear life.
Shit.
That wasn't Charlie's best adventure.
No.
That was a worst time. I still have not returned to Mexico since then.
Yeah.
And I vowed never to return. And
Never
I've
to
kept that
return.
promise.
The bugs ate the shit out of him. He was foul. The waves kicked his ass. I think he even got sick from the food.
We got food poisoning the first day.
the first
Oh.
day. Yeah.
The,
I
the
did.
day that we arrived in TJ, I got food poisoning.
Yeah.
I remember.
I think we all did, didn't we?
That was good. That was fine. Back when I was.
It was a
good.
chocomil.
Yeah.
I remember when a kid going to Mexico and we stayed at a hotel and there was a sign that said, "Don't drink the tap water."
Don't drink the ice cubes. Don't drink the tap water.
And I remember taking a shower and kind of forgetting, right?
And you were just gargling the water.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
I
no.
had the worst diarrhea.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
So, food poisoning,
Mhm.
first day. The zancudos, which are mosquitoes?
Mosquitoes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit me up like
Head to toe.
head to toe.
Yeah.
Just there's a picture of me like naked, just with a towel covering me, with a whole bunch of the little pink dots.
Oh man, yeah.
What-
yeah.
Calamine.
The calamine
Yeah, yeah,
lotion,
yeah.
just like dots all over, and me just looking miserable. The flies kept wanting to get inside my ear
Oh.
when I was trying to sleep, when I was trying to eat. One of them went up my nose.
Oh.
One of them straight up just flew into my mouth while I was eating.
Oh.
The flies were just everywhere.
I had a good
He
time.
had a great time. He had like do you ever see like pictures of dead animals where the flies are just on their eyeball?
yeah.
That was him. Just
good time.
flies
Yeah.
on his eyeballs
No.
and coming out of his nose. He was fine. He was having a great time. He rode a donkey.
I rode a donkey.
Nice.
He was so happy coming back. Meanwhile, I have underwear on my head.
Yeah, underwear on your head, cover your head.
I had underwear on my head to keep the flies away from my face and my ears.
He would live in this fishnet thing that we had for the bed. He would live in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got PTSD.
Oh, I bet you. It sounds like it.
Yeah, every time I hear a fly bust through my ear, I panic. I freak out.
No.
Yeah. I had a good time.
I had a great time. I almost got dragged out to sea.
Yeah, that was him. Yeah, that's hilarious.
I got caught in a rip current, and those are not like smooth
Oh, no,
beaches.
yeah.
No, they when the waves like drag you, you're going across rocks
Yeah.
and gritty sand, and it's just like I didn't know how to swim.
I had a great time.
He had a great time.
Damn, Charlie. Sorry to hear that. Let's go back.
No,
Okay.
I don't even have a passport.
No?
That's how determined I am never to go.
I don't know.
Because if I have a passport, I will have the temptation to go.
It would be your revenge.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I would just want to go to a resort city.
Horrible.
That's just like America at that point.
At that point. At that point, it's kind of like...
Fun fact:
Hmm.
I live in America. I'm American.
American.
No shit.
Yeah,
Oh. You're a
have
tiger.
papers and everything.
Oh, papers? Are they real? Show
I
me
mean,
your
I-
birth certificate.
I
How
paid
dare
good money
you.
for them. They better be real.
Better be real. Show me your tax certificate and your taxes.
60%.
Fuck a duck.
Yeah.
I finally got my check for that last week. I got good paid, but
Yeah, but
God,
the-
fucking
yeah.
taxes fucked me over, man.
No, overtime, man.
Yeah.
They'll tax that shit like crazy, man.
That's why we went to eat steak yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
That's why we went to eat steak.
Courtesy of his bags under his eyes.
Mm-hmm. But you have to be fair. He's had them the whole time I've known him.
I sleep about 4 hours a night.
Mm-hmm.
That's my
that's not
average.
good.
I've been trying to do 8, but
Oh.
it's kind of like impossible.
Mm-hmm.
It's impossible to do 8.
No, I do it all the time.
How the fuck you do 8
All the
straight?
time. Straight, yeah. No, that's not true.
'Cause you wake up and gotta pee, right?
Yeah, and then go back to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, I have this weird thing like at 2 o'clock every night, no matter what time I fall asleep, 2 something, I gotta wake up and go take a pee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then here's the thing: I think everyone wakes up around the same time because sometimes I hear my bathroom go off, then his bathroom go off, then my mom's bathroom go off, and like the whole facility is all of a sudden like around 2:30 or something.
Oh,
everyone
No,
has to go
that's around the
pee.
time.
That's not good
That's
for
me
the
time.
that's not good for the septic tank, man.
Well, it's got to handle all
It's
our
gonna
shit.
blow up one day.
Yeah.
My house is closest to the sewer, so I don't have a problem.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles do.